Got an article here from BoundIntoComics.com. Rachel Zegler says Prince stalks Snow White in original film. Reveals live-action version is really not about the love story at all. Sounds just like what Snow White fans really want to hear, huh? But these comments were actually made back in September 2022 at the D23 Expo. She talks about, she was talking with Extra TV. And she was asked, I know you told me before that your version of Snow White is different. It's more of a 2022 version of Snow White. What do you mean by that? And that's when she goes, and you could watch these videos for yourself if you really want. But the original cartoon came out 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on a love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. To be honest, like if you told me that this chick was purposely sabotaging the movie for some reason, I think I would believe it. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's what this woman has done. Like she's attacking the Snow White, the movie, the original movie, talking about how it was so terrible, and she's not focused. Snow White isn't focused on love. She's focused on getting that job, getting that the money and all this kind of shit and stuff. And it's just stupid. When she was asked if the prince would even be in the film, she answered, "We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because like we cast a guy in the movie, Andrew Burnett, great dude." She continued, "It's one of those things I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be. The reports are that he is going to be the leader of the bandits because they're not going to be 7 dwarves. Because I've done a story about this before, or video I guess. Not going to be 7 dwarves because only one of them is a short person." Or little person, I think is what you're supposed to call them. But anyway, the rest of them are just, look like normal-sized people or regular-sized people or whatever the word is. They're all supposed to be bandits, according to rumors, according to reports or whatever. And Prince Charming, not a prince, but he's going to be the leader of the bandits, which sounds unbelievably terrible. I mean, look, I'm not the demo for this. I'm not the target demographic for this movie because Snow White, it's a lot of young girls, then get into young women and women who grew up watching it. They're probably the target demo, but it's just I'll link this in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. But this just seems terrible. It's got other stories here. She's talking about she's not going to be saved by the prince or dreaming about true love and stuff. And it's just idiotic. It's just dumb, and shame on Gal Gadot for buying into this shit. It's just dumb. It's just unbelievably stupid. Like to criticize the movie that you're remaking, the original that you're remaking, then why remake it if it's that bad? If you have to change so much of the stuff, why don't you just make a new movie? It's just ridiculous. And it goes on, and it goes on a little further and stuff. Like I said, there's plenty of these videos you can watch about her. She just seems very unlikable. Very much not a fan of Snow White, so you're like, and I get, you don't have to be a fan of a character to take a role. I don't know her much about, Rachel Zegler. Maybe she, maybe she wants to get her name out there more. Maybe she wants to be in more movies. I'm not really sure, but so I mean, far be it from me to say somebody shouldn't take a role just because they don't like the character or whatever. She might not be in a position to do that, but you should kind of keep your mouth, shut about it, though. You shouldn't be talking so publicly about not liking it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Like I said, I'll link this in the description box. You can read it for yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.